Honeybee. The adorable, weighty, and friendly little creature everyone has heard about. It pollinates an almighty amount of crops and makes honey, both to keep agricultural businesses running. In fact, its pollination accounts for roughly $15 billion worth of crops each year. Don't dare to hurt a honeybee, for it may bite the bullet. Bumblebee. The honeybee's fat, more fuzzy sibling. Compared to a honeybee, it typically has a smaller colony, growing to as little as 50 individuals in a nest. It loves to pollinate, but sometimes its so-called friends of the same genus steal the nectar before it can set foot on the targeted flower. And no, a bumblebee is not a transformer. Transformers don't even exist. It's all in your mind. This is what a real bumblebee looks like. Stingless bee. This bee has a stinger so shrunken it is useless. It can't hurt you, unless it uses its mouth. Carpenter bee. This bee makes its nest by delving into stems of dead plants. It accomplishes such work by undergoing convulsions while hewing with their jaws. Don't beckon a carpenter bee over to your house, because it can ruin the aesthetic of your wooden household items. Paper wasp. No, it is not made of paper, but the nest it builds is made of spat cellulose fibers, similar to paper. Although it can screw you up with more than one sting if threatened, it is not utterly worthless. In fact, it is a great one not only for pollination, but also pest control.
Yellowjacket. An unwholesome little wingnut that wears a bee uniform only to seek your attention and then ruin your day. It loves to feed on barbecue ribs you grilled for a football game, commit genocide in a beehive, and bite fruits hanging on any tree before harvest. Do fear if a yellowjacket is present, for it will easily get bent out of shape if provoked, and therefore sting you as many times as it wants without giving a shit. Hornet. A hefty, enormous wasp that looks like a bee if it overdosed on growth hormones. Like a yellowjacket, it commits genocide in a beehive. When it does so, it poops a mark on it to signal its friends that the bee colony within the hive is a target of attack. Be really careful with a hornet, because if threatened, it can prick you with a sting as painful as a small gunshot wound.
Hoverfly. A fly that looks like a bee. Throughout its childhood, it spends most of its time eating insects and decaying matter in your backyard, whether it is a rotten apple or a cluster of dead leaves. As it comes of age, it focuses more on pollination, because why not? A hoverfly is impotent, it neither bites nor stings, but at least that makes it friendlier than a bee. Dronefly. Holy crap, this is the most accurate mimic of a bee I've ever seen. It's a special kind of hoverfly if you're wondering. Gamer bee. I mean, isn't this unique? It is a blue-banded bee,